Welcome back to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. My name's Connor Williams, and this is another one of our end of season player reviews. This time it is on Idrissa Gueye. Idrissa Gueye's contract is set to expire this summer. As of yet, we've heard no news on it, so we're not too sure. I think we've heard mumblings that the club would like to keep him. This season for Everton, he has played 40 games in all competitions at the age of 35, 37 of them in the Premier League with 3 assists. Two of them in the FA Cup, one of them in the League Cup. No assists or goals in them. No goals. He's played 3,067 minutes in the Premier League, playing 37 matches and starting 35 of them, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible. At his age, play at the top level in the Premier League, known for its physicality. That's really, really impressive. Goals, 0 with an XG of 1. Not a surprise when you see him and his long shots that none of them go in. That's one thing he is known for, and if he has a weakness, it's the pot shots he's taking from outside the box. Total shots 0.7, shots per game 0.1, one big chance missed, no penalty goals. This just highlights what I'm on about. 0 goals from 4 shots inside the box. Goals from outside the box, 0 in 23. He loves a long shot. Unfortunately, they don't love him because they don't go in. Assists free from an expected assists of 1.97, 52.2 touches per game, 3 big chances created, 0.5 key passes, 87% pass accuracy, 93% pass accuracy in his own half, 82% in the opposition's half, which is really good. Defending, 1.3 interceptions per game, 3.6 tackles per game. The most tackles in the Premier League from a player this season was Idrissa Gueye, by the way. 0.2 times that possession's been won in the final third, 5.2 balls recovered per game, 1.1 times dribble pass per game, and 0.9 clearances. Only one error that led to a goal, unfortunately. 49% dribble accuracy. Yeah, fantastic player. Like I said, most tackles in the Premier League, 80 tackles won. Fantastic player. Really is just rolling back the clock. He was in this type of form when he left Everton. And then since coming back, he's just continued it. When you look at him on stuff like FOTMob or SofaScore or etc., since joining Everton, even when he left for PSG, he's very much like I think the lowest I saw on one of them was 6.9 for a season. Very much a 7 out of 10 player each year, which is really, really good. Fantastic to see. Um, Overall, though, yeah, like I said, he's rolled back the years. I think he's been incredible this season defensively. Really solid player for us. It's funny, isn't it? Because when he left, we were like, oh, who are we going to replace him with? And obviously we had Javaman who got injured, and then sort of in the end had to buy Idrissa Gueye back to replace Idrissa Gueye. And obviously 35, I don't think it's unfair to say at 35 years old, we do sort of need to be looking at what's next after him. Thought it might have been Mangala. I don't think it is though. I think they're two different types of players. Um, I think Everton are going to unfortunately come into a situation where once again they're struggling to replace Idrissa Gueye. Hence why I think if we can try and get his contract tied down would be nice. He's good at positioning, he's great at tackling, he's good at his ground duels as well. He's a really solid professional. He does like I said, he does like to shoot from distance. His concentration's fantastic. His ball interception's good as well. There was a point where Kante was in the league, when Kante was at Chelsea and Leicester tearing it up, and it just gave us the second best CDM behind him. And when I say that, I don't mean like there wasn't that much of a drop off. Obviously, N'Golo Kante's was a fantastic player, but Idrissa Gueye wasn't miles behind him either. And Idrissa Gueye, you could argue now when you look at the two, Idrissa Gueye is still doing it in the Premier League. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying it's funny that he's back in the Premier League doing consistently what he was doing before he left, even at the age of 35. Um, Highlight of the season for Idrissa Gueye. I mean, no goals. It'd have to be one of those games where he picks up an assist, but he's had some solid games for us. The West Ham game, he played really well in the 1-1 draw with West Ham. Um, he played really, really well against Tottenham. Though he got 2 assists against Tottenham, and that is probably his best game this season. But again, he played well against Brighton the game before that. He played really well in the 1-1 draw against Fulham in October. So it would be the Tottenham game, but he's had some really great. And then you look at it, and it's all like sevens and eights anyway, because he's had that much of a solid season. In terms of next season, like I said, the club will struggle to replace him, which is why I think they're trying to pin him down for another couple of years. I would try and get him to stay at Everton Football Club. I think he's proven that he can do it despite his age. It's almost like he's ageless. Get him, gives us an extra year to try and find anyone that could somewhat half replicate what he's doing as well, and fill that space in. Yeah, 100%. I would be trying to get him to sign for another year or so, maybe even 2 years while we look for the replacement for him because he's a good player that will really be missed. I'd hate to have seen some of our results the last couple of seasons if we didn't have Idrissa Gueye in the team. I don't know who's going to be tackling the players. So yeah, solid player that I think it's important that we try and pin that down. In terms of a rating for him, it's gonna be a decent rating. I think he's been one of our best players this season, to be honest with you. He's one of the select few that not he's one of the select few that have been really stand out for me. I'm gonna give him a 9 out of 10. I think he might be the highest player I've given a rating to this year, and I think that's rightly deserved as well. I think he's been a fantastic player for us. So it's a 9 for Idrissa Gueye from me. Like I said, contract wise, we don't know. There is a chance that he could leave. So if he does leave, obviously we wish him all the best in his future, wherever he ends up. And want to thank him for his years of service. He's been at the club on and off for ages. He's, been a great servant to the club. Always gives it his best. Like I said, you look on stuff like SofaScore, FotMob, all those. His seasons for Everton have all been like sevens. I think he has won 6.9 at PSG. He's just a fantastic player, really is. So thank you for all his hard work. But don't forget to like the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Comment down below your ratings for Idrissa Gueye. Let me know what would you do. Offer him a new contract or let him go. And do you know what? If you've got any recommendations for a replacement for him, let us know that as well. It'd be interesting to see. Bearing in mind he's a ball winner sort of player, so try and keep it within that remit. Someone who's notoriously known for interceptions, ball winning, that type of CDM. But let me know because I think he's going to be a bit of a tough profile to sort of replace. Look forward to reading them though, guys, and see you soon.